This is the only way to the dining room.
But the girls are scared. Because there's 4 scum barricades at the door.
Any girl who wants to eat, they're all harassed by them. The hungry girls have long lines. Try not to let these scum crawl from foot to head.
It's getting worse.
They even bribed the dorm manager free to harass girls.
That makes girls live in fear. And this behavior lasted for 5 years. Until this day.
A girl who can't take it anymore.
He decided to jump the river.
He was
to
saved
suicide.
by the police.
The police found out something worse. The scum threatened the girl not to tell her parents,
or they'll take revenge on you every day.
Shiva heard that, and his pupils immediately
dilated.
The fire of
anger in my heart.
I hold the hand of the girl who wants to tear the scum apart.
Meanwhile, the scum doesn't know their day is coming. They're still blatant,
teasing the girls in the cafeteria
at the right time.
The angry man got out of the car. The boy was immediately afraid to piss and run away. Shiva used his life to chase after the bat.
I didn't expect
a glimpse
Shiva
in front of a scum and slapped him.
Look at the pathetic sight of the scum.
The girls next to me also feel
then
great.
You chased the other scum. And then I took a willow branch and I
into
beat it up.
his kidneys.
And the other scum knocked on the door
but
in
no
a
one
panic.
answered.
Next second, they beat these guys to death.
But you're not angry.
I took out for casinos and put them on. Then tell your subordinates to take out a bag of nettle. Next, tie your handkerchief to your hand. Next second,
a feeling,
pain but joy filled my heart. Shiva quickly controlled the scum. All the girls are finally smiling again. They all came to hug me to express their gratitude. The 4 were quickly convicted.
Due to being a minor,
court issued a 14-day detention ruling for education. I can't believe this is just the beginning of the nightmare. Fast forward 14 days. That day was Shiva's birthday. His wife Apana prepared a hearty dinner early. She took a hot shower wearing
the transparent wedding dress was quietly waiting for Shiva
right
to
now.
return.
She even took a beautiful photo to steal on social media.
Suddenly a noise came out.
Turns out it's 4 scum busted before. They came to choke Apana and threaten her with a knife.
Face the threat of scum.
Apana is terrified,
but her hand is still unconsciously calling.
What she didn't
Shiva.
expect was that after 10 calls,
Shiva not only does not
but also
answer the
worry
phone.
about work being
So I turned
interrupted.
off the phone. One scum among them has committed a depraved VI.
They threatened her with a knife to look, or they'll stab you in the neck. Now Apana can only endure. Open your eyes and look at the scum with a wicked smile. If your husband dares to anger me,
I wouldn't mind coming here again.
When he finished,
he was content to leave.
At the same time,
Apana felt that she was no longer clean.
You can just sit on the ground crying.
In the evening when Shiva returned, he found his wife lying on the floor.
I think you're angry because you're not on the phone.
When Apana stood up,
the suppressed anger in her heart exploded. When Apana says out the hateful words, Shiva,
I just realized there's something wrong.
When you know the whole thing. His anger soared to 120. Then the anger of the king of men.
He took his favorite gun,
riding the bike, running wild to the scum's lair. Just about to pull out a gun, suddenly a bottle of wine came, and then 2 of them raised Shiva's legs. The more blood flows, the greater the damage. Next second,
newspaper. Newspaper. Newspaper.
After 5 minutes of fighting, the scum was wiped out. But when you're about to give this good news to your wife, I saw my wife and daughter. I asked them if they wanted to go home.
Stay with Shiva.
Sooner or later, you're going to go crazy.
Shiva couldn't say more.
They just drive them home.
On the way home,
blood on your forehead flows into your eyes the next second.
When Shiva woke up, I found myself in the hospital. He immediately thought of the safety of his wife and
Frantically
children.
searching everywhere.
However,
the doctor told me that on the day of the incident,
you're the only one there. There is no other. I can't believe it. Despite the doctor's hesitation,
I rushed out of the hospital.
However,
there's a scum waiting for you in the waiting room. That's right. He's one of the first scum. It turns out that Shiva didn't hit his weak spot at the time.
He faked death to escape.
When I saw Shiva driving away, the scum was following me. Shiva goes to the place of the incident to find clues about his wife and children. Suddenly, the scum with the milling cutter came. Next second, I saw the scum's face. Shiva thinks he hurt his wife and children. In anger, you open the rage mode. The police came and tried to stop him, but it was too late. In the end, the scum must die. Even if you're a cop, you can't kill people. Your teammates must hand you over to the court. When the judge pronounced, Shiva's therapist appeared. He said Shiva had a brain hemorrhage. They need to be treated in the hospital. Indian law also has this provision. Finally, Shiva's sentenced to house arrest for treatment. Your team, when you get home, said you shouldn't kill him. Your wife may be related to him, but Shiva said he didn't kidnap my wife and children. If he was there on the day of the accident, he'll see me alive and then he'll kill me. If that doesn't happen, that means he's not there. Then I think about the recent disappearances. So, you asked your teammates to collect 10 missing files. In the last half year, during the healing period, I've been investigating the disappearances. I finally found out that 50% of the missing happens in the area you manage. Only 10% of them have found their bodies, which means that the other 40% is still missing. In addition to all the disappearances, it's all happening in areas where there are no cameras. So I'm asking my teammates to pay attention to this case. Maybe there will be a clue. I remember arguing with my wife. Accidentally broke your arm. I realized that if it was a kidnapping, your wife will definitely resist. So you and your team go back to the crime scene. They remember the location where the car flipped over. Go to review. I found the broken arm on the ground. And then they found other pieces of the bracelet, but not your wife's. They finally found a missing tooth. They go back to the police station and they send it out. They thought the red bracelet could be from a woman, local lady. And then they arrested all the midwives and priests. But still nothing. As time passed, Shiva gradually fell into despair. However, at that moment, I suddenly heard a strange VA touch. Turned out to be a fake girl. It's not just the identity but that's also suspicious. Wear a bracelet like the one at the scene. So the next night I went to investigate that they're an organized human trafficking gang. They improve, dress as a woman so that others will be carry out the kidnapping. Shiva decided to take action after seeing this. The others saw that and ran away. I can't believe I fell into their trap. They took Shiva to a church. Right after that, beautiful young men appear surrounded. Shiva just met me and gave me a punch. A girl kicked you away. 3,000 turns in the air and falls to the ground. And then in less than 3 minutes, Shiva solved them all. Then they went to the police station to interrogate their wives and children. On the day of the accident, they took advantage of Shiva when he was unconscious. Anesthetize your wife and daughter and take them to a secret place. After a while, someone will ask for the money, but they don't know who's behind it. I don't know where they were taken. This gives Shiva a headache. I decided to take a risk. I locked myself in a sack, pretend to be a kidnapper, silently waiting for the traffickers to show up. When you see the traffickers have scanners in their hands, I quickly threw a piece out of the bag. Get out of the test. Very quickly, Shiva was taken to a secret laboratory. This lab is the name of the place. Evil Baishya. He is a cruel man. Who dares to fight him? He's going to throw it in the kiln for 48 days when the doctor's about to give you an anesthetic. He quickly rotated the person using his leg, shut him up and give him the drugs. And then he started hunting mode. When you're about to save people, suddenly attacked from behind. This blow made me regain my brain power. Then I was stunned. My daughter just happened to see you. Little girl tries to call Shiva loud. Can't hear because your consciousness has become clouded. When you're about to faint, I suddenly saw the shadow of an eagle on the wall. Look back. That's my love. A father's voice filled Shiva with power. You saved everyone. Get out. On the way back to his wife. At that moment, a kick from a size 48 Shiva flew hundreds of meters away. It turned out that Baishya had arrived, but Shiva is not a bully. You avoid the attack, grab his heel and knock him down, then fend off the attack with a powerful kick. They fell down immediately. The next second, Baishya finally had to return to the West. That's the end of the movie. See you next time. I am VV Review. To summarize a sentence that promotes the spirit of bravery, society calls for justice. Everyone has responsibility and integrity. From there, the society is more harmonious.